Hey everybody! Haven't seen you in a while. Actually, I've never seen most of you. You haven't seen me in a while. So I am looking forward to giving you a quick video to help you through the next week and the final week of class, which is next week, so that you'll know kind of what we're doing, what to expect, and how to get everything completed. So, I do have a book with me. I have a green book. You might have a blue or yellow book. I just want to call your attention to knowing that everything you need to know to organize your portfolio is in this book. You also have a PowerPoint and some information from previous weeks of class. And you have your CDA portfolio cover sheet, which should be at the very front of your portfolio, of your binder. So check it out. Make sure you've got everything in there in the correct order, so that you follow the CDA portfolio cover sheet. It will tick along and tick through and say, okay, I've got that, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. I have not seen every item in your resource collection. I've seen the vast majority of them because they were assignments. But make sure you've got your first aid and your CPR card in there at the beginning. Make sure you have, under resource collection item 5, make sure you have the 3 record keeping forms that you need. So you need an injury report or an injury log. I think you know what that is. You need the emergency form, and the emergency form is the form that families fill out in terms of who should be. I just realized I'm in the middle of those two wild things, so you must have kind of a strange picture in there. I'm Max, there he is. Anyhow, sorry about that, I digress. But the emergency form would be the form that parents fill out in terms of who to contact if they're not available and there's an emergency. So if a child is sick, the families list different people, name, address, phone number, to come and get their child. That's an emergency form. And then you need a form that has to do with progress reporting, so that you use whatever you normally use in your program, whether it's Teaching Strategies Gold, you have a different checklist kind of a thing. That would be your resource collection item 5, to make sure you've got 3 record keeping forms in there. It's not something that you've had to submit, so I just want you to know you do have to have that in there to have a complete portfolio. And then after reflective statement of competence number 6, which I know you've submitted to me, you want to make sure that you have resource collection items 6A. I'm going to double check the book, because that's what you should always do. If you're not sure, check your book. So after competency statement 6, you want to have RC 6-1, 6-2, 6-3. And that's listed on page 14. You probably can't really see that. Page 14 of your competency standards book. At the bottom, it talks about the items that you need there, which include EEC's name, address, phone number, their contact information, and a section of the regulations. You need to have membership and resource information from 2 or 3 national associations. So make sure you go to naeyc.org, and another organization that is to your liking. And then for the final resource collection item, you need RC 6-3, and that is the legal requirements for reporting child abuse and neglect. So you could Google Massachusetts 51A, 51 capital letter A, law, and download and print off some information about what your obligations are if you suspect abuse or neglect. You also should have a simple page where you've listed the Department of Children and Families, DCF, and their local address, phone number, website, so that you have contact information handy. And then this week you're working on your professional philosophy statement. That will be the very last thing in your CDA portfolio. So by the end of the week, I hope your portfolio is complete. Next week we do have class online, and we'll be talking about what's next. We'll be looking at the exam. I'll post a practice exam for you. We'll talk about the observation visit, how that works. And I am setting up a couple of face-to-face times if you would like to meet face-to-face with myself and other people from class. So look at the announcements on the course. And if you can come to one of the face-to-face meetings, please do. Bring your portfolio. I will review your portfolio from cover to cover. Make sure you've got everything you need. Make sure it's in the correct order. Please make sure you bring it to me organized in the correct order, labeled, and don't expect me to do that, because I'll have a whole bunch of them to do. You have one to do, so do your best work on that. And then I will make sure that I help you all to log into the online application so that you can get your application started for your CDA. There'll be more information on that posted on the course in the next week. And it's a lot of information, so if you can come to the face-to-face meeting, it might just be easier for you rather than reading what to do while you're trying to log in and do it all. I'll be there to kind of support you step by step through the online application process. Two other quick things. When the class ends, as long as you've successfully completed, I will email you a letter of the education, which you need to have in your portfolio. It's on your CDA cover sheet. It's one of the first things in your portfolio where you have a summary of your education. I will send you a letter on North Shore Community College letterhead that is accepted by the CDA Council, and that's all you need to put into that spot in your portfolio. So I'll send that to you. I will also be emailing each of you a payment voucher, because it does cost $425 to apply for your CDA. The Educator and Provider Support Grant will pay that for you so that you don't have to take money out of your pocket after you've worked so hard these last many weeks online. So I'll email you the voucher and I will explain how that works. If you come to a face-to-face meeting, I'll explain that face-to-face, but I will also post it into the course announcements. And I will be posting an exam, a practice exam. I've never seen the real exam. I don't know exactly what you're going to get on your real exam, but this will just give you a little bit of an idea of what to expect. And we'll talk more about what the next steps are over the next week in class. So I hope you have a terrific weekend. Hope you have a great week ahead. And I will see you online soon. And I may see some of you in person before you know it. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.